بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين حبيبنا مولانا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد. Dear brothers and sisters and dear viewers, Muslims and non-Muslims alike, we want to start a series to tell you the benefits of Islam. Usually everyone out there is scaremongering, saying, oh, the Muslims are coming, the Muslims are coming. Well, the Muslims, almost 2 billion people. So we want to start off as a series, a short series, so you can have a glimpse as to what Islam really is all about, to go to the primary sources, to really go to the horse's mouth, to put it in layman's term, to find out what the Muslims are all about. Why are so many people, hundreds and thousands of people, every month, all over the globe, entering into the fold of Islam? Why is that? So one needs to actually put things into perspective, rather than hearing slanted news that is regurgitated from one news media outlet to another, CNN, Fox, you name it, Sky News, and really have bias tinge to it. They really don't have anything good to give to humanity, rather than scaremongering, because this is their benefit. So if you scare someone, you will have their attention on the television. This is what they want, psychologically drum you in order to have you so petrified from these sounds and looks, and make people hate each other, pit people against other people, pit cultures against other cultures. And human beings are not supposed to be like that. They're supposed to know each other. The variety of cultures, the variety of the skin colors, the variety of the tongues, meaning to say different languages. For example, curry has become the #1 dish in Britain. Who would have known that? People who used to eat French fries and chips, soak it with vinegar on a newspaper, would be going into curry houses and eating kebabs. I mean, this is a different taste. So what we want to give you today, inshallah, is to why. And first and foremost reason is because of the oneness of the Creator. This actually puts everyone at ease. This actually makes people comfortable with who they are. This makes people think that, why am I worshipping? Why am I here? For what reason am I here? Who's my Creator? Because every single thing in this universe knows its Creator, except the human beings who does not acknowledge the Creator itself. And the human being with the mental capacity is much more complex than any computer put together, or hundreds or thousands of computers actually put together. And even the heart itself, the way it actually pumps gallons of blood every minute, gallons of blood every minute, and doesn't stop until the end of your life. This is an apparatus, a small little flesh pumping hundreds and thousands of gallons, and into days on end, without needing any kind of lubrication, without needing any kind of engine flush, nothing. A small little piece of muscle. How come all of these things came about? Why? This muscle will only come to a rest, as Allah says, بِذِكْرِ with the remembrance of Allah, with the remembrance of the Creator of Allah. So what the first and the most powerful benefit in Islam is to know your Creator, to be one. Allah says in the Quran, if there was more than one Creator, there would be much confusion on this earth. There would be much confusion on this earth. So the most powerful reason why one likes to accept Islam and one can see the benefit of Islam is that it sets aside all of these fears, all of these anxieties, to worry about, who am I going to worship? What am I worshiping? What is the aim of my worship? Who am I directing my worship to? Because, folks, because somebody will say, well, you don't need to worship. This is not true. The human being is made intrinsically to worship. The human being is made to worship. Well, if you don't worship your Creator, which is the most superior thing for you to do, you will worship something that is inferior. You'll worship money, you will worship your looks, you'll worship your car, you'll worship your job, your position. Whatever else it is, it's something that is inferior, something that is fleeting, and something that will be devoured by the coming of time. But the Creator will never be. Meaning to say that the Creator will always be there. He is the first, awwal wal akhir, meaning to say, and He is the last. So there will be nothing before Him, and there is nothing after Him. And I like to actually speak on this topic. Why? Because This is one of the most fundamental benefits, and the strongest benefit is to put your mind at ease. Because even in Alcohol Anonymous, they will tell you, go and give yourself up to any higher power or anything or any being. But it's better for you to give yourself up to the one who created you. Because you're under the compulsion, your heart beats, your eyes see, your ears hear, without you even trying to force it. So why is that? Why is that? This is the first benefit that you should really take into account. And I'll give you two of the attributes of Allah. Allah is not subject to plurals. You cannot say Allah's Allahnesses, you cannot do that. Why? Because Allah, the word itself is a personal name of God. That's why you say Allah. Allah, the sole cherisher, sustainer, creator of the universe. I'll give you two of His attributes. He is Al-Kareem, meaning the generous, and He is Al-Latif, meaning the one who is subtle. Subtle in kindness, meaning He is kind even in the subtleties that He has put into creation. He is Al-Kareem, He is generous because He gives so many things. Life, health, money, shelter, every single thing He's given. By even looking at yourself, your toes, your hands, your eyes, your hair, your complexion, your teeth, your throat, all of these things. One thing gone wrong in the body, you cannot sleep at night, you need to go get penicillin, you need to go get an operation, you cannot sleep because you have hurt your back, you cannot sleep because you have a cavity in your mouth. All of these things, if even a single thing is out, it gives you problems. So Allah, the Kareem, meaning to say the generous, is giving you all of these appendages. Gives you fingers, eyes to look at, mouth to talk with, all these beautiful things that you have for yourself to be self-sufficient. You don't need to be plugged in to be walking and talking. I mean, this is the beauty of His generosity, that He has given so many things. But at the same time, He is also Al-Latif. Why He is Al-Latif? Because He is subtle in doing all those things. He has given the eyes a lid to go over it. If the lid wasn't there, there goes Darwin's theory, meaning to say it evolved. If just the lid wasn't there, there would be no eyesight itself, because there would be no lubrication, the eye would actually dry up. Amazing, amazing. Meaning to say He is Latif, He is kind, He is subtle, He is gentle, with all of the properties that He has given. He has put everything in His gentleness. He's given cheeks, He's given hands, made the hands soft. He's put the eyes up here. He hasn't put it on our feet. He hasn't put it on our backs. He hasn't put it in the back of our heads. So that He is kind in so far as He's putting things for us and all the appendages. So this is one of the greatest reasons that you should be looking into Islam, to rest your anxiety and your fears, because people are always in this hyperactivity, tension. And this is what they call stress of the day, because the anxiety level has gone so far up, because people have usually devoted their lives to things that are fleeting, and they have forgotten the one who has created them. This is the first and foremost answer to that, meaning to say that Islam has the solution to all of these anxieties, that you give yourself up to the one and only one creator, meaning to say that you have acknowledged your creator. This is the best thing. How come that when a painter actually paints a painting, he writes his name? If somebody were to erase his name and put another name onto it, it would actually hurt his feelings. Say, well, this is a fake. I did this. That's why they put copyrights now. Said, it was my invention first. That's why they're fighting over so many copyrights, because people feel offended. How about offending your creator by saying that you don't have one? This would be the biggest offense. So I give you, this is the first episode in many to come, inshallah. But this is the biggest benefit for you, to look into Islam, to shed away all of those things, not worshipping of man, humans, prophets, women, any other thing, monkeys, whatever you name it. There's no worship of some things that are on this earth, but is the worship of the one who has created everything out of nothing, and He will be there when everything is finished. So it's better for you to make friends with the everlasting, rather than the things that are going to decompose within a few years' time. May Allah give you enough help and understanding, and open your brains and your hearts towards something that is good, and may Allah guide you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.